What's going on, growers? It's James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. Now that tomato season is in full swing, we want to make sure we're getting the most out of our harvests. So today, I want to show you how to cook an egg omelet in a tomato using only ingredients from my own backyard. Let's go! In order to make this as delicious as possible, we want to grab our fresh ingredients right from the garden. We need tomatoes, which we've got plenty of right behind me. We need some fresh eggs, which we'll grab from the chicken coop, and a few other goodies. First, we're going to grab some fresh eggs right from the chickens. I bet there's some in the coop, so let's get in there and grab a few. I've had my chickens for about 4 or 5 years now, and though their production has slowed down a lot, they're still pumping out eggs, so let's grab a couple. Let's see if we've got any in here. And Forrest, that's one of our chickens right there, Rhode Island Red. She's broody right now, so she's hanging out in here, but we still got some brown eggs. Beautiful. And there's nothing better than fresh eggs like this. You can see the sizes are a little different, but the color of the yolks on these things, it'll blow your mind. All right, that's the first ingredient right here. Got some fresh eggs. Now let's grab some tomatoes. Tuck's having fun out here, even though it's kind of hot. But we've got a few different varieties of tomatoes that we're going to be cooking up omelets in. And they're all different colors, so I think that's going to be a fun little contrast. First, we're going to go with the Rosa de Bern. That's this variety right here. It's a nice pink tomato. I grow this one every year. Such a great producer, so let's get this one first. So let's just cut out this Rosa de Bern here. As you can see, nice tomato, nice color. Should be the perfect size for cooking up an omelet in. Tuck wants to get his tongue on it. Even though he doesn't like tomatoes, he loves being a part of it. So this is the first variety we're going to use. Let's grab a couple others. Now that we got the Rosa de Bern, next up, let's grab a Lemon Boy, which is actually right next to me here. So this is a yellow variety. We've already got this pinkish red one. Now we're going to go for a nice yellow variety. Should be a good size, again, to make an omelet in. So 2 tomatoes down. We'll grab at least one more, again with a different color, to give us that nice contrast. For the third variety, we're going to grab an orange tomato. It's goldy yellow, but it looks kind of orange. So we've got the pinkish red, the yellow one here, and then let's grab this goldy yellow, which is an orange kind of variety. As you can see, nice color on the bottom there. Different than this yellow one. So we've got 3 tomatoes here. Let's cut them open and let's start cooking some omelets in them. Okay, we've got our tomatoes, 3 different varieties, 3 different colors, and our eggs. Now let's grab a few more fresh things from the garden. Next up, we're gonna grab some fresh garlic. And most of the garlic I already harvested, but I kept a few pieces in the garden just so we could do things like this. Here we've got the clove. It's ready to pop out on its own. Want to make sure we get deep so we don't damage the clove too much. Not the biggest clove, but this will be plenty for what we need it for. We got our next ingredient, the garlic. Now we're just gonna grab one more thing, some fresh basil. To grab the basil, we're gonna go back into the section in the 8-year-old food forest where we have all these tomatoes staked up, as you can see. We always grow basil with our tomatoes because they're great companions, but they also just pair well together when cooking and eating. So let's grab a few leaves, a few of these. We don't need too many. That should be about good, maybe one more. And this will really give us some nice flavor to our omelet. We've got our basil here, we'll drop that in, our final ingredient, all fresh from my own backyard, homegrown. Just, you can't beat this kind of stuff. The flavor by themselves are so good, so when it all comes together, it's just gonna be great. We're gonna do most of this in the garden just to give us the whole garden feel. First, I'm just gonna wash off this garlic here. We should only need 1 clove, so we'll just pop one of these cloves off. As you can see, Tuck's a little thirsty too. Let's put this down for a sec. Give him a little water. This guy's got to hydrate out here. It's a pretty hot day. We're supposed to get a storm later today, so a lot of rain should be coming, which is always a good thing. Cool it off because it's been hot here the last couple weeks. We're still having fun though. We got the garlic clean. Now let's just slice it so we can peel it. I like my garlic pretty good, pretty big because I love garlic. Should be good. We've got our garlic sliced here. Should be enough, we don't need that much. Let's get some basil cut up. Now we're gonna cut the top off of this tomato so we could clean it out, all the insides, and then we'll actually put the egg right inside of this. Gonna cut on a little bit of an angle, pop it off just like that. Save this top, we're gonna do that so we can use it later. Then we're just gonna scoop out the insides. As you can see, it's a nice juicy tomato. Nice color to it too. Then we're gonna spoon that out. Just leaving a little bit. Should be good like that. Then we can even feed it to the chickens a little later. So that's one done. Then we'll be able to cap it back up like that. Now let's do the Rosa de Burn. Same process. Should be good like that. A storm came and we got rained out, so we're gonna finish everything inside. We got 2 of those tomatoes cut. We just have to cut 1 more. Let's get into this one. Do the same thing we did before. Just cutting the top out. Should take the top off there. Then just spoon out this. I still want to leave some tomato in there because the tomato is going to blend with the egg and it's going to just give it an excellent flavor. Especially these kinds of tomatoes, they're so sweet. As you can see, very juicy. Pour a little bit of the juice out. That should be good like that. Now we got all 3 tomatoes cut and then we're going to the next step. I'm going to demonstrate on this tomato how I'm going to be cooking all 3. First thing we're going to do is take some olive oil. We're going to have a little olive oil in the center there and also on the outside. Just rub that in. And I wash my hands, obviously. So rub that in like that. Next we're going to add some garlic. Not too much garlic. Just a little bit at the bottom there. Next I'm going to add some basil. Not a crazy amount, just a little bit of basil flavor. It's good like that. Then we're going to add some salt. I'm going to add some kosher salt here to the middle. A little fresh black pepper. We're going to add that next. Looking good. Next we're going to crack an egg. Drop that right into there. After we've got that egg cracked, it's looking pretty good. We're going to cap it just like that. And then what we're going to do to hold it together is actually use some toothpicks. We're going to take these toothpicks and just push them through just to hold the top on there. This way we kind of get more of that baked in the center. We don't want the top burning too much. Then I'll just do 1 more. I got that one all set up. Now I just want to make sure I take this top off. I just left it on so it was easy to get that lid on and off. Then I'm gonna take my pot here. I'm gonna throw some olive oil at the bottom. And then place this in the pot like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other 3. Okay, I got the other tomatoes done the same way. The other 2. Lastly, we're just gonna put a nice, 1 more little splash of salt on there. And just a drizzle of olive oil. Let's try this lemon boy first. Just gonna take out these toothpicks here. And then we'll take this top off. Looks good. You can see the egg yolk cooked in there and everything. Now let's try our egg omelet that we cooked using only ingredients from the backyard, all stuff that we grew. Cut that open. See what it looks like on the inside. Ooh. Slice it. See how it tastes. Mmm. Very good. Real good. I think the basil and the garlic make it such good flavor. Have another bite here. This piece has got a good amount of basil in it and stuff too. Mmm. Tomato is so sweet, blends with the egg, so delicious. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. And those omelets in the tomato, so good. All with fresh ingredients, the basil, the garlic, all of it. Just so good. Can't beat things grown in your own backyard. It was a little unfortunate that we got rained out, had to bring it inside, but still got to enjoy it. Next time, and what I was planning on doing today, I'm gonna be cooking up in the grill, maybe getting a little char on the outside, a little crisp, and I think that'll make it taste even better, take it to the next level. So one of the reasons I made this video was because a lot of you asked me down in the comments, James, what do you do with your harvest? What kind of stuff do you cook up? So I thought I'd bring you along for something like this. And the majority of our harvest, we try to cook it, we eat it fresh, all different things, do a little storing, but some of it, if there's extra, we just end up giving it away. We don't really sell any of this stuff here. We find more value out of giving it to someone and then maybe encouraging them to start their own garden, because they try a fresh tomato or even like an egg from the chickens that's homegrown. I mean, you can't even compare it to the stuff in the store. Again, you can't even compare it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. Check out the merch down in the description and below that for the scroll. And Talking James Prigioni, we'll be back at you real soon. We